Welcome. Oblivion presents the man who took all 5 of the leading COVID vaccinations, plus an off-brand one, and now has superpowers. Your host, WesOblivion.
So, back in the late 80s, while I was out there running the streets hustling weed, I used to try and make $1,000. I used to spend $500, buy weed, make $1,000, re-up with 5, spend 5. That way I could get fresh and get my jewelry. I could do whatever I wanted to do. It didn't always work out that way. Sometimes I'd make more, sometimes I'd make less. But that was the goal. And with that being said, I was pretty decent at it. One weekend, I went out and partied a little too hard and messed all that money up. Got fresh, ate out, party, whatever. Messed the money up. There was no money to re-up. So, my mom wouldn't lend me any money because I didn't have a job. I think she knew I hustled, but she never really said anything. She wasn't that type of mom. I did my thing, but I couldn't get the money from her. Didn't really have anybody to borrow that money from. So, at that time, I had $50 left over. At that time, you could go to the agency and give them $50 and they'd get you a job. Same thing as now. I don't think they charge you on the front end. They charge you on the back end. But then you pay them $50, they send you to a job. So they wound up sending me to a warehouse job. I was there for a couple of weeks. I was enjoying myself. I don't want to work, but I made friends, as always. You make friends. And it's pretty decent. So I'm cool. So I'm trying to make a couple of dollars, trying to get, you got to do 2 weeks before you get paid. So I'm doing my 2 weeks. So in the middle of my second week, I get paid. So I got my little, I don't know, it might have been like $200, something. It wasn't much. But it was going to get me on the road because with that 2, I could spend it, make it 4, take the 4, make 8, boom, boom, boom. You understand the process. So we don't need to get these explanations for that. So that day after work when I got paid, my coworkers and myself were on the train going home. Now, we worked in a warehouse, a factory. It's a warehouse. It's a factory. It's a warehouse. And in the warehouse, they had a lot of boxes to open, things of that nature. So we all had box cutters. So we're on the train coming home. Now, we had started it from the job, but regardless, we're on the train. And these are guys that we work together. So we're pulling out box cutters on each other. Not close proximity, not motioning, not anything, because we joking. So I pull out my box cutter and I say, hey, yo, I'm taking your check. Put it away. Dude be like, oh, man, I lost my check. So he look over at the next man and be like, yo, Bill, I'm taking your check. He's like, he put his box cutter. And it went around the car like that. Now, there were other people on the train, but we didn't take notice to them. We didn't think nothing of it. We were having fun. The people get off the train, we ride. Now, a couple of stops later, I notice some white dude's got some wide stance at the door, and he lights up a cigarette. You ain't supposed to smoke on no train. Now, we hood niggas, you know what I mean? But nobody's smoking on the train. I look, I'm thinking nothing of it. Well, when the train pulls into the train station, there's 30 cops in the train station. Now, I didn't know at the time, but there was a police precinct in that train station. So when we pull into the station, there's 30 cops out there. And we're looking like, oh my gosh. And when the train stops, they rush us, grab us up, grab us, take us out, shaking us down. We're like, yo, what's going on? You guys are pulling out box cutters on each other in the train. Dude, we were just playing. Passengers got off and called it in, and the officer had entered in, and y'all didn't notice him because he was undercover, but regardless. So it's like, you know what? And after they checked out the stories and all that, it wasn't a big deal. But we're going to take y'all in, process y'all, give y'all little tickets, and make sure that y'all don't have any outstanding warrants. So we all go back, they process us, paper bop, they find some weed on a couple of us, and myself, a bag of weed. We're not going to put that into evidence. We're going to take that. Of course, they confiscated it. Alrighty then. So, they run everybody's stuff, including mine. And who comes back with the warrant? Your man's here. No! How I got a warrant? That warrant was vacated. I handled it months ago. Sorry, bruh. You got a warrant. It's Friday. You not going to see the what is he? I don't know, the judge. But it's something else. Regardless, you're not going to see him until Monday. Now, I know that in the system. I've been locked up several times. But, you know, they're going to make it seem like the commissioner. You might go see the commissioner tonight. You're not going to make it. I didn't make it that whole weekend. Come Sunday morning, they move you through the building, through processing, so you can go through, see a lawyer or whatever, before you go see the commissioner. So at one point, they move me, and I'm in a cell by myself, leaned back, chilling. Crank, 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 the cage open. I'm about to have some company. They send in 2 big white boys. So automatically I get up. And they're sizably bigger than me. They got me by a buck, 100, 150 pounds. These big white boys. Just my luck. So they walk in, oh, look. Look at the little nigger. Hey, yo, take it easy. You know what? You too small to be a nigger. We'll call you nigglett. Hey, yo, man, check this out. We just messing with you, man. We just messing. I'm like, yo, check this out. That's not how this is going down. Take it easy, nigglett, before we smash you. Yo, chill. You're not gonna. I ran my mouth a little bit, but they was laughy and jokey, and it was chill. So I was like, let me not act too tough, cause they will beat me up in here. But I at least gotta stand my ground. Like it's not okay to call me nigger or nigglett. But there wasn't a whole lot I could do. Blessed as I am, because I don't want to say lucky, because I don't really believe in luck. I may use the terminology, but I don't believe in it. But blessed as I am, in the 3 to 5 hours, we got cool, clowny white boys, big furry coats, and the tongues of their Adidas sticking out, because that was the kind of style at the time. But they were goofy, clowny white boys. They got caught stealing a car and it ran out of gas. Alrighty then. So needless to say, we got cool and it was all right. Then it was time to move, because it's Monday. So it's Monday morning and we're moving through the process, if you ever been through it, to get to the commissioner. Well, since I had been there before them, apparently how it works, I don't know. I moved before them. So I moved to another holding area. And when I got to this holding area, there was a bunch of different guys that was waiting to go see the commissioner. And 2 of them happened to be 2 Hispanic dudes that were obviously partners. And I happened to be wearing an elephant goose. I don't know if you understand what that is, but the pattern of the goose looked like elephant skin and it's really smooth. Unfortunately, I didn't plan on being locked up on a Friday night, and I had plans, so I was wearing a decent coat and I'm locked up. So these dudes is like, yeah, that's a fly coat. And I had a little chain on. So they were like, yo, we about to get you. We in jail, we about to get you. Dudes had pieces of, now back in the days you used to carry a razor in your mouth to cut a dude with. Give a dude a $150 across the face, that's 150 stitches. That was a thing. I never did it, but it was a thing. I mean, dudes, you could blow it out their mouth into their hands. Dudes was nice with it. Well, these clowns at the time had cans, pieces of aluminum can, that slit you open in their mouth, carrying it as a weapon. Spit it out on me. They about to get me. Take my coat off, turn it inside out. We about to go ham in here. I got to fight. So I'm getting ready to knuckle up. And then it's like, chill. Here come the CO. So here come the police. Chill for a second. They open up the gate. And who they let in? My 2 big white boys.
What?
It's a true story, man. My 2 white boys come in. Looking around. Hey, nigglett, what's up? Told y'all, man. Nothing, man. We messing with you. You alright, man? What's going on? It's like, yo, I'm about to handle it with these, Puerto Rican dudes, these Spanish dudes. White boy said, you know what? We ain't too fond of niggas, but we hate spigs. And they beat the crap out of me. Smash. Boom, 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 boom. I even got a little kick in there. Like, smash. Left them doubled up in the corner. COs came back about 2-3 hours later and got them 2 out because they were ahead of us. Took them out. I don't know where they went. Smoking and eating, chilling. I leaned back. Then it was time for me to go in front of the commissioner before them. And it was like, yo, nigglett, be good, man. Hugging me and said, yo, here's my number. Yo, call me. Yo, we can hang out. I was like, yeah. Close the gate. I was like, yep. You ain't never gonna see me again, man. I rolled out. Ain't never seen me again in life. But it was real good that I made some friends. Reluctant as I was to make them my friends, as much as they called me nigga and nigglett, I was glad to meet their acquaintance. Because at a point in time, it was a very useful friendship. I make friends wherever I go, and I'm thankful for that. And that's just one of the reasons why. I just wanted to share that. Peace out, my people.